I streamed for over 15 hours. And I was dead the next day. But we're all good now. We're good now. We're good now. I hope you're all doing well.
Hey Thorny, congrats on getting first. And you have a streak of 2 days now? I think. That's a streak of 2 days. So I don't know if you guys, or if people would pay attention. I don't know who's here. Probably gonna talk about this a few times today, probably. But the game Concord, they're shutting it down. They're shutting it down. The servers will close on the 6th, and everyone's getting a refund. Analysts say it only probably sold like 25,000 at most. And that's pretty sad. Like, ever since I saw the reveal trailer, or not the reveal trailer, they did like this cinematic teaser trailer of like the interior of the ship, the characters in Concord use, right? And then just to get people like, hey, we're making a thing and it's called Concord, and so when they revealed it, you'd be like, oh yeah, that rings a bell, right? And the reveal trailer, it looks nice, right? Like, I watched Kumi's stream of him reacting to the state of play, and like at first I was like, okay, like a PvE or PvP heist game kind of deal, okay, and it's like kind of like aping on Guardians of the Galaxy's like vibe, okay, sure, great value, Guardians of the Galaxy heist game or something like that, maybe, I don't know. Okay, interesting. And then the cutscene or the whatever, it was like 5 minutes. It felt like it's like most of the state of play was dedicated to Concord. Concord was like 15 minutes of this 40-minute presentation, and like it like immediately after they cut to the devs sitting in those chairs and like, Concord is a 5v5 arena shooter, and then it's like, oh, never mind, okay. And then it's like, all right, well, okay, sure, whatever, like, I'm not really into this anymore, all right. And then at the very end, like, pre-order now and get access to the beta, and it's like, is you have to pre. First of all, you have to pre-order it, and it's $40. And it's $40. So like immediately I was like, oh no, this is not going. There's gonna be a Nerd Slayer video about this. There's gonna be a Death of the Game video about this in a few months. And then the game did like the closed beta, but to play the closed beta, you had to pre-order the game, and the game gave you like 4 or 5 codes to give to your friends, so they can play with you. I don't know if that would give. I don't think that gave you access to the full game. I think the beta was like a different listing on Steam. But I mean that's cool. You pre-order it for yourself, and you get codes for your friends to play beta or whatever. Sure, that's neat. That you get codes for your friends. But the closed beta hit numbers of like, was it around 600? 500, something like that. And the next week after that, people were like, all right, well, that doesn't look good for pre-order numbers anyway, because you had to pre-order to get early access to this beta 2 weeks before the game launches. And it hit like, I think it was 500 something. I think it was 500 something. So it was like, oh, this isn't looking good, especially if you pre-order and you get 5 codes to give to people. That's especially not looking good. And then the next week, all right, well, let's wait for the closed beta, the open beta, and we'll see how well it does then. Excuse me. And I think around that time, Marvel Rivals did their beta, or something like that, and it just kicked Concord's butt. it kicked them. It beat Concord so hard. Obviously, it's Marvel characters, and they actually look really good. Like, I'm probably not gonna play Marvel Rivals, but the superhero designs look pretty good. I mean, Spider-Man's just Spider-Man, but everybody else, they're all stylized, and they look nice. They look nice. And then open beta kicked Concord's open betas, but Concord's open beta got like 2,238 players or something like that. And people were like, oh, that's not good. No. Hi, Antato. Hi, dear. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? There's an ad break, so if you get hit by ads, I apologize. The ad break's a little over halfway over now. Talking about Concord and it being taken off sale. Everybody's getting refunds. I melt your heart. Well, thank you. I do my best. Thank you for stopping by, dear. It's always good to see you. Yeah, it's just fascinating to me because the first time I saw Concord was that reveal, like the cinematic trailer, and then like the dev commentary thing for like 15 minutes after that, and that state of play. I was there for when Kumi reacted to it on a stream like last month or a few months ago. And it was like, okay, like maybe an isometric or the PvP, PvE heist game, third-person heist game or whatever, because like the cinematic is about them trying to escape with this thing. Don't know what it is, but it has a smiley face on it. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But like the reveal trailer, I was like, okay, like great value Guardians of the Galaxy third person heist game. Okay. I mean, interesting. Okay, sure. Uh, why not? Okay. And then it cuts to the two devs sitting in the chairs, and one of them goes, Concord is a 5v5 hero shooter. It's like, oh no. Oh no. And and then at the very end of that, they're like, pre-order now and you get early access. And it's $40. It was like, what? No. That's even worse now. Um, but yeah, so it was just fascinating. I was fascinated with this slow motion train crash. It was a fascinating few weeks. It's been a oh my goodness. And now it's over. And now it's over. Yeah, that probably also means they didn't sell very many copies. If they're like, all right, we're just giving everyone. I don't know if that was a Sony decision or if the devs were like, someone in charge at the studio was like, hey, we should probably do this. It's good that they're giving refunds. Um, but now there's people like rushing to get the platinum trophy in like a matter of 3 days before the servers go down, so they can have that like that rare super like if you have the Concord Platinum Trophy on your PS5, you're like you have a piece of history right there, and only one of hundreds to probably ever have the chance to have had it, which is wild. And I saw in a few comments on some videos, people were like, "Yeah, I work at a game store, and a few days ago I put it up on the shelf, and now they're paying me to take them off the shelf." And apparently Sony is just recalling all the physical copies, um, so they're probably not going to end up in a dumpster in the back of a GameStop. They're probably just going back. I don't know what Sony's going to do with them. Um, that game wouldn't be what I'm. It'd just be like, hey, I'm one of like 50 people that have this trophy. You know, I don't know if that's something impressive to brag about, but you can say, hey, only like 45 other people have this trophy. I mean, that's kind of cool. And if you have the physical copy, I doubt it'll be a collector's item ever. Like, how? Cause like, uh, let's see. Let me check eBay. I want to look at the price of Anthem copies. Anthem Xbox. $5. $10. Someone's selling it for $1.98 or $1.80. Anthem copies of Anthem, not Concord. But like Anthem's dead. I don't know if this. I don't think the servers are shut down. I think it's just on like life support. Um, Probably not getting any updates. Wasn't that game like $40? I think Anthem was full price. I bought it digitally on my Xbox because like, oh, whatever, it's $5. Or it was like $8 for like the collector's edition or whatever that came with a skin. Because flying around with the suit looked cool. The game is kind of pretty. Excuse me, but I didn't have anyone to play with. I never finished it. I played it for maybe like 5 hours, maybe 3. Um, but like Anthem had more like character than Concord did for sure. I was just curious because if you have a physical copy of Concord, you can't play it. But if you have it like sealed, maybe in like 50 years, we'll all be old men in retirement homes watching the new uh, pawn shop show or whatever, and some like 20 something brings in this box of junk from his grandpa's garage or whatever. It's like, hey, you know, if any of this is worth anything, it's from PS5. Uh, it's a bunch of PS5 stuff. Like, they just got the controllers. Can you look at it? And they're like, all right, sure. And they pull out like this game called Concord, and they're like, what the heck is this? And they like bring in the expert, and he's like, someone our age, in 50 years. He's like, oh, that was a good 2 weeks. Like, oh, Concord, it's garbage, but you know. Sony recalled all the physical copies, so if someone has a physical copy, then yeah, it's pretty rare, but you can't play it. And they're like, all right, well, $5. Like, there'd be, I'd be interested to see that, and like, I'm curious what happens to physical copies for Concord. If people to hold on to them, or if they go get refunds at like Walmart or wherever they bought it. I'd be curious. I'm curious to see what happens with physical copies of Concord. Do I have a bit of a cold? I think that's just my laugh. if I'm sniffling it, I apologize. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I might be coming out with something. I don't think I am. My sister said she wasn't feeling well a few days ago, so I think she's feeling better now. But yeah, it's just fascinating to watch all this go down. Like, Concord didn't even break 700 players on Steam. That is crazy. It's crazy. So are they gonna? Cause like, Anthem failed, like soundly. I don't know. I don't remember if Concord flopped, but didn't. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. And then BioWare was like, all right, we're gonna work. We have working on Anthem next, and it was gonna be this big overhaul. They were gonna have another robot suit called the Paladin. It actually looked pretty cool. Like, at the time, I was keeping up with the Anthem news because it was also fascinating. This was like 2017, and I've played not Conquered. I've played Anthem. It's okay. It's okay, but it's another looter shooter, and the guns, like the starting gun, like if you get the collector edition, the starting gun, they start you with like a fancy legendary tier assault rifle or something, and it's like nothing you will loot out of like a raid or a quest or whatever will be better than it, probably till like halfway through the game, I imagine. I didn't get that far because there's a halfway point or whatever in the story where you just have to do a bunch of busy work, like open 5 chests, revive a player 10 times, get revived like 10 times. So I'd be playing the game, and then people would message me on Xbox being like, hey, can I revive you? Because they had to do it to continue the game. So even if you got Concord and were able to like play it, you could never beat it unless you had another friend. And if they leave the servers up forever, anyway. I'm pretty sure you can still play Anthem. I'm pretty sure you can. But Anthem copies are going for like $8 on eBay. So, I don't know if physical copies of Concord will sell as well, because they didn't recall every single copy of Call of Achievements. Yeah, yeah, you'd need one for Anthem. Um, and like Anthem, like robot designs, like the suit designs are actually not terrible. I think some of them look like the big red robot that looks like it's supposed to be made for like construction, but someone strapped a like a rocket launcher to its shoulder. That robot's really fun to play. That robot is really fun to play. That suit is really fun to use. And then there's one that's like it floats in the air with like lightning powers, and it's like a cape. It's like there's cool designs in Concord. It was Concord or not Concord, Anthem, in Anthem. Hi, Nine to Eye, sweetheart. Mwah. How you doing, dear? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing all right. Cute emotes as always. But anyway. Anyway. Concord is dead. So the servers are going offline on the 6th. I don't know if it's like midnight, September 6th, or if it's like 11. I don't know. But yeah, there's a few people trying to get the platinum trophy because then like it'll probably be the rarest first party Sony game platinum trophy, which the game's not super awesome, but I mean having that, I mean it's kind of cool because you have a little piece of like history or whatever. Same with like a physical copy. Also, apparently Concord is getting an episode in Prime Video's Amazon Prime's The Secret Level anthology series. I did watch the trailer for Amazon's Secret Level. It looks really cool, actually. Like it starts with Space Marines, and like it's like, oh, they know what they're doing if they start with Space Marines. Like, and there's an episode about Pac-Man. And it's not like a history of the game or like a documentary about the game's development or something like that. It's like stories with the game characters. And Concord is getting an episode, but it doesn't air. Secret Level doesn't start airing till December, like the 20th of December. If you haven't seen the trailer for Secret Level, it's actually really cool. It gave me goosebumps. And I think I saw like a pilot from Titanfall for a split second. Maybe could be something else. I don't know. But like it looks cool. And then there's like almost at the end of the trailer, they do like they flash through all the games that are getting episodes. It's like Outer Wilds, or not Outer Wilds, Outer Worlds, the RPG by Obsidian that released a few years ago, and I don't remember. I think God of War is getting an episode, maybe because Kratos is flashed for like a second on screen. And then we see Star Child from Concord. That's the only bit of Concord in the trailer besides the Concord logo. But like Sony thought Concord would be a huge thing. So I'm very curious to see what happens when the Concord episode releases. Like if people are like, what the heck is this? Because like Amazon's not gonna not air it, right? Unless Sony pays them a lot of money, because I think every episode is like CGI, and it looks really good. It looks really like, I imagine the budget for every episode's like insane. But like it's a split second like a screenshot of Star Child holding his gun or whatever, but he's like wearing a coat. So it could be like Star Child's origin story or something. I don't know. Star Child's the big blue guy with the red face in Concord. The Drax ripoff. It's basically just Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, sorry about ranting. I just wanted to talk about it because I find it fascinating that this happened at all. Um, um, excuse me, sorry. Why do you always have such cute emotes, Ninetale? They're so cute. But yeah, it's just it's crazy. Like, I like a few days ago, I was like, why they haven't even like the devs haven't even like communicated anything. Like before the game launched, they released a roadmap for the next few months or whatever to like season 3. I think they had like 3 seasons or whatever planned out. And each season they were going to release a new hero and stuff. But the first season didn't start till October. That's next month. And the game released in August. So you'd still have like a month of like no new content at all. Which might not have been a problem if the game was successful. But I don't know if they had that content done, like the new characters for the roadmapped seasons or whatever. I don't know if they have that content done. I don't know. But like the game flopped. It did not have enough players. But like for like that first week and a half, like a few days ago, I was like, yeah, the devs haven't even like said anything. Like what are they doing? And then yesterday I woke up. I was laying in bed, scrolling through my like Google or whatever, just looking at all these article titles before I got up, and like I saw when Concord is shutting down. I was like, what? What? And yeah. And like there's a few funny funny coincidences, because yesterday I think the new Mario and Luigi game got some new info, and like the country 20% of their stock. I know it's not good. It's like $3 or whatever per share or something. I think I heard something about that. I don't know. Like what was the last Ubisoft game I played? Probably Uno. Probably Uno on Steam was probably the last Ubisoft game I played. Probably. Oh. Maybe like Far Cry 3 or like Blood Dragon or something a few years ago. Far Cry 5. My partner really likes the Far Cry games. I've played 3 a bit. I don't think I've ever finished 3. And I played Blood Dragon. Not too much. But yeah, Far Cry 5 is cool. Far Cry 5 is pretty cool. Um, but like I haven't played like a new Ubisoft game. Excuse me. In a long time. A long time. Um, I think my dad kind of likes Ubisoft games because he has like Amazon Prime or whatever or something, and he gets or Epic or something, and he gets the free games every month or something. Because I've seen him playing the Assassin's Creed game in Egypt, and that game looks cool. That game is very pretty, at least from what I've seen. But that's an older AC game, isn't it? It's like 2 games ago, 2 Assassin's Creed games ago or something. Because that one came out, and then they released the one in like Rome or Greece, and then the Viking game, the Viking one came out, right? But yeah, I haven't played a Ubisoft game since like Uno on Steam, and I don't want to because then I have to install the Ubisoft launcher, and I already have to deal with the EA launcher, and I just don't want to. I don't want to. I just don't want to have to deal with it at all. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if because I heard that like the new Star Wars game isn't doing great. And then because they only have that game and Assassin's Creed Shadows. So was Shadows releasing this year? So they besides like Skull and Bones. Was Skull and Bones this year? I think that was this year, right? And that game's actually doing better than Concord like ever did. Like it like tripled. It's like tripled Concord's all-time peak. So that's interesting. I mean, it is hitting like a niche, right, with like naval combat. So, I don't know. Maybe there's more interest in that, but um, yeah, I've never played an Assassin's Creed game. I haven't. Not. I'm not great with stealth in video games. It's not. You know, it's not something I'm. It's just more annoying to me than anything. Maybe I haven't played a good stealth game. I don't know. Maybe that's why. Besides, like Skyrim, till Black Flag. That was a 360 game, wasn't it? I heard Black Flag is like the best. Like it's the best one, right? Maybe, perhaps. I mean, I like pirates. Pirates are cool, and I really like sea shanties. Sea shanties. I can talk. I swear. Sea shanties are one of my favorite song genres, and I've listened to a few. The best ones are the 3 games with Ezio. Oh, okay, I think I've heard that too. I think I've heard people say Black Flag is the best, and then the ones with Ezio. I know Magic the Gathering did like a side set with Assassin's Creed stuff. Man, that feels like forever ago, but that was only like, what, 3 sets ago? Oh my goodness. um, but, yeah. Um, it's probably, I imagine it's not going to sink Ubisoft if Outlaws and Shadows don't perform, or like if they flop. They might go under. I don't know if that would be I mean, that's a lot of people out of a job, which is never a good thing, right? That's never a good thing. But like, they, I don't know. I haven't played a Ubisoft game in a long time. I can't speak on if anything they've put out in the last few years is good. I can't, but it's I don't know. I don't know. I'm very curious to see what happens though. Give me 1 second. But yeah, I don't know what they do with Concord now. I'm curious to see what they do. The fact that they're refunding everybody makes me think the game's either not coming back at all, or they're going to try to rework it into a free-to-play model. But the game was not monetized in a way to be free-to-play. There was apparently going to be in a game shop, but it wasn't coming for a few months. So I don't know what they do. I'm not sure. If maybe they can rework it into a first person multiplayer heist game. I don't know what they do. If they do bring it back, that is. Like, I was surprised they're taking it offline at all. I thought what they would have tried to do something, but I guess not. I guess it wasn't worth it. I don't know who made the decision, if it was Sony or somebody at Firewalk. I don't know who it was, but it was yeah. Yeah. Also, so the day yesterday, Concord announced the news. Or they announced the news of Concord right now. And unless they're shutting it down the same day. The 6th is the day Astrobot releases. And if Astrobot released on Steam or whatever, maybe I'd play it. I don't know. If I had to make a PlayStation account or link my PlayStation account, I might not. Because it actually looks pretty cute. Astrobot. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like it is. Nope. UC's on. But the Age of Mythology remaster released today or yesterday. I have the original on my wish list. Because I played Age of Mythology a lot with one of my friends who used to live down the road. Because his family were big PC gamers. Hi Mooney, thank you for being here. Thank you. Let me drink some more. I'll get you your smooches. And played Age of Mythology a lot. I played Dungeon Siege. I have all 3 Dungeon Sieges. I have all 3. in my Steam library. Maybe we can pick it up today. Planning on playing it later. I mean, I was trying when you were a kid. Yeah, I played a lot with one of my friends when we were younger. And he always kicked my butt. I liked playing as Set. Is it Set, the god that can like tame wild animals, and you can add them to your army or whatever? Like you can tame a hippo or a deer or whatever it is. That's why I liked playing as him. I was never very good at it. 'Cause, I didn't know how to play an RTS. I could play the game, but I wasn't good at it. I wasn't good at it, so I don't think I ever beat my friend in the game. And then if we had cheats on, I'd just cheat in the flying hippos that barf rainbows, and the big guys that have big forks. That guy, or was it? It was a pitchfork, right? I just used those cheat enemies. Summoned a bunch of flying hippos. Cause yeah, I do want to try. I do want to try it. This time I practice and go pro. But I mean, okay, I gotta give Mooney her smooches first. I can give Mooney her smooches. Hi Mooney, thank you for the redeems. Thank you for the water. But hi comparing, I hope you're doing alright dear. Okay. I apologize if smooches aren't doing, but if you're here, you probably don't mind. Okay.
Sorry, my lips are kind of dry, so I apologize.
You're here but you be, that's okay. That's okay. It is getting late. Thank you for those smooch redeem, Mooney. Thank you. Hope those were okay for you. But yeah, we also played the Lord of the Rings RTS. You apparently can't get it anywhere anymore. I can't remember what it was called, but I think it had a campaign or something. I think, because I remember we played that one a lot too. I played that one a lot with my friend as well. I think we kind of rotated. I think we probably played one for a few weeks at a time, right? But his dad was a big, or he's still alive. Their family was big. They were big PC gamers, and I remember a friend also introduced me to Magic, and they had like their closet and like their hallway. They had boxes of Magic cards, organized by color and everything. Yeah, those were good days. Those were good days. They moved now. I don't know where. I'm not sure where they're. I think they're still in the state, but I can't run down the street anymore to play Dungeon Siege. Yeah, we played Age of Mythology. There was the Lord of the Rings RTS. I think we played Neverwinter, one of the Neverwinter Nights games. I don't remember which one. We really liked Dungeon Siege. I think it was Neverwinter Nights. Wait, I have Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition in my library. How long have I had that game in my library? um, we played Neverwinter Nights and Dungeon Siege. I think in my memories, like I've combined the two into one thing. Because they were both very. They were like Neverwinter and Dungeon Siege. Those were like my first time playing anything like that. So to me, they kind of blended together. I think we played Dungeon Siege more than Neverwinter. Excuse me. Oh, selling or even has a torrent hosted. Yeah, it's not on Steam either. I don't know where the game is. I don't even remember what the game was called. But it was fun because I was playing. My leader or whatever could like capture like neutral units. I guess I liked that playstyle. I guess that was neat because remember there was a level with like a den with dragons that would come out of it or something like a dragon, and my friend was like, "Hey, you can capture that. Now we can make dragons, and then we'll have dragons, and that's cool." They didn't have like wings or anything. I think they were just big lizards, but they're like horns and stuff. It's like, okay, it took a long time to capture that den, and then it took like 5 minutes, 15, 10 minutes to make a singular dragon. That's all I remember about the game, because I just thought that was really fun. But I have the Dungeon Siege games in my library. I have all three. We played the first one. I think they had DLC or mods, because I played as a skeleton, and I don't think that's an option in Dungeon Siege. To play as a skeleton, I don't think so. But this one of my the favorite things, because I played the skeleton and I wanted to use magic or something. I wanted to my character be a magic caster, and my friend was like an archer or I think they fought with a sword or something. And in the starting area, you start in this little farm village, and with the spell, you can be holding anything and still cast the spell. Besides like scrolls and stuff, I think. And my friend was like, it'd be funny if you picked up that hoe and then you cast your spells through the hoe. I was like, okay. And it worked. I played like I don't think we finished the game. I think we got pretty far. So my skeleton mage was like he would like point the hoe or like make a motion with the hoe like a staff or something, and then it would shoot a fireball or something. We thought it was hilarious as 12, 11-year-old boys. It was very funny because I remember we were playing Dungeon Siege or Neverwinter when like because their dad or somebody was like, oh hey, did you see the Avengers trailer? It's like, oh. So I'm pretty sure that was like 2012, 2011, right? So it was a while ago. It was a while ago. But if I can figure out how to get it working, and maybe if it's multiplayer, that'd be fun to do a stream or a few streams with. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. There's guides on the Steam page on how to get it running. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe one day. I have all 3 games. I've only played the first game. And do some chores. Okay, Barry, thank you for stopping by and chatting. I've had before. Thank you. I've had the original Age of Mythology on my wish list for a while. I never bit the bullet and bought it. But I didn't know I had the Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition in my library. Did I buy it? Did it come with Dungeon Siege? Was it a gift? I don't know. I don't know. I have it though. It's single player. Okay. Well, that might be fun to play through someday. If it runs. But we still have to finish Baldur's Gate 3. Excuse me. Sorry. We still have to finish Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, I have the first 3 dungeon sieges. Or the only 3 dungeon sieges. I played for like an hour after I bought the game. Because it felt lonely to me playing by myself, because I only played the game with my friend, so will the ring return to Moira? Return to Moira. Is it Moira? Moira? Is it a new game? Oh, I think I heard about this. I think I heard about this. I've done it the whole day. Ah. It looks cool. It's on sale for $20. I might put it on my wish list. Dwarves, yeah. My first D&D character was a dwarf. The same friend that I played Age of Mythology and Dungeon Siege with. He DM'd for me, my brother, and some other kids in the neighborhood. So my first D&D experience was with 3.5, because that was their family's favorite edition. I don't think 5th edition was out then, or it was a few years before 5th edition. I think 4th edition was still getting stuff, I think. Um, uh, so, uh, I made a dwarf. It was a dwarf fighter. Um, and his name was Tolfar. Because it sounded dwarf like to me. Fantasy dwarf. Tolfar. If he has the last name, I do not remember what it is. And Tolfar, I played him as the regularly grumpy dwarf, right? So I have a few stories. Like our first session, for most of the time we'd never really used the battle mat, unless we were in like a dungeon, and even then it was still mostly the theater of the mind, right? So we were in a city, and one of our friends that was playing with us, he was playing a ranger, but he wanted to specialize into assassin. But I think to do that you have to kill someone in cold blood. So he was always looking for opportunities to do that. But I don't remember why we were in the city or what we were doing. For there were only like 3, yeah. And there was like this temple, like elf temple, for like a elf deity. And we're like, okay, let's go in there, because I don't remember what we were doing. I think we stopped a robbery, I think, and like someone's purse got stolen or something, and then their friend was like, "Hey, can I kill? If I kill him, does it count? Can I become an assassin?" He asked that question a lot, and we went to the temple. I don't remember what we were doing. I don't know if this adventure had a plot. It might have. I can't recall. But we went to this temple. Me and my friend were probably like, we were maybe 14, maybe 15. And my brother's 2 years younger than me, and yeah, so we were all like, we were very excitable. I guess I don't know if that's the right word, but we went to the temple, and I was like, I'm hungry. You guys have food? And then they're like, we have salads, because all the elves in this temple were vegan, apparently. And I think it was my friend's character that did this. It might have been me. That's kind of fuzzy now. But we were like exploring this temple, and we went into a room. I think it was our friend, another player. I don't think it was my character. But he was like sneaking around. He went into this guy's room, and the elf was like meditating, and he was like, "Hey, you want my salad?" Because the elf that we asked if they had food, he brought us all back salads, and he was like, "Hey, elf, that I interrupted your meditation. You want my salad?" And the elf was like, "No, I don't want your salad." It's like, "Take my salad. I don't want it." It's like, "No, thank you." It's like, "Eat my salad," and he like shoved it in his face, or he punched him. He knocked him out cold, and then he's like, "Hey guys, we should probably go." Like, what? He was. So I was playing a dwarf fighter. My brother was a half elf cleric, and then there were two. Then we had a wizard and a ranger, and the ranger had a wolf companion. And so he's like, the wizard was like, "Hey guys, we should probably leave." Like, "What'd you do?" "I punched him in the face, and he went knocked out cold." And yeah, that was like the first few sessions. And excuse me, I'm gonna talk about this for a bit because I'm reminiscing now. Um, and then we had like mock imaginary PvP because my the wizard always wanted to fight everybody, and I think he fought our cleric, my brother, and then I was like, all right, I'll fight him. I was like, okay, and so we were in this little forest area, and there were trees, and my dwarf wore chainmail. I don't think I ever afforded could have afforded anything better than chainmail, because if you wore the heavy armor, you got a penalty to stealth checks or whatever, right? Or dex saving throws, whatever. Um, so there were these trees. I climbed a tree, and I jumped on top of a wizard player, and I just laid on top of him, and he used shocking grasp on me. And then my friend was like, "Hey, wait a minute, he's wearing chainmail. That's like a Faraday cage, and it would come back and shock you. So, uh, you hurt yourself with your shocking grasp." I don't know if that's how shocking grasp works, but that's what my friend said. So we're like, okay. So he's like shocking himself. I'm just sitting on him because I jumped on top of him from the tree, and I had a. So my plan for Tolfar, I wanted to have a warhammer or a hammer that I can throw, and it would return to me, and I can shoot lightning out of it. And that was Tolfar's whole. That was my whole goal, was to get a hammer that could do that. I never did. But my friend's like, "This is gonna be expensive." It's like, okay. And so after a while, I just stood up and then I hit him with my hammer and I beat him. He was very not happy about that. Um, and there was my friend had this for one session. We were all gonna get like a sneak attacked, and then like knocked out, and then we'd all wake up and our stuff was gone, and we would all be in like inside of barrels. And but we beat up all the guys that he had planned to knock us out. He's like, well, you guys did it. And I'm like, wait, we want to do that. That sounds cooler. That sounds like fun. It's like, okay. And they had a bunch of like these little pamphlet one shot modules, and it was one about like a shark tooth isle or something. It was like a treasure hunt thing on like the ocean or a coast, and I remember I bought a parrot, so my character had a pet parrot. I remember that now, and because I wanted one. And then we went. Then you sailed to this little island and stuff, and we fought a shark. And I think my character had points in like weapon crafting. So we beat up the shark, and it's like, oh wait, I have an idea. So I took all the shark's teeth, and then I made a sword using the shark teeth in like a stick, and I wrapped seaweed around it, and I think it did decent damage. I don't know if I used it very much. I named it Shark Bite or Shark Tooth, something like that. um, and we were in this dungeon on this island looking for treasure. There was like a sea hag and stuff, and then like there was a trap, and then the floor crumbles beneath us, and we fall. I was like, but wait, I'm a dwarf, so I'm flat-footed, so I'm sturdy on my feet. And like, catch up. There's no floor. It's like, oh, right. And oh my, is kind of embarrassing, but we were in the desert. At one point, we were in a desert, And my friend was like, "Oh, you guys see a sand shrew?" And I got a little excited because like, "Oh, sand shrew, the Pokemon." It's like, "It's a Pokemon." It's like, no, it's just a shrew that lives in the sand. It's not a sand shrew. Um, and oh, on the we were doing the module, like the treasure hunt shark tooth isle. I don't remember what it was called. I don't know if it was for a 3.5 or an older edition, but we did it as a one shot little thing. And there was an assassin that was sent after us or something, and we caught him. And we were trying to intimidate him, and we didn't have a rogue, but my friend, my DM friend, really wanted us to have a rogue, so he made he made himself a character that was a rogue, so we could have a rogue to do rogue things, thief things like lockpick and stuff. And so we were all trying to intimidate this guy that broke into our hotel room, or the room we were staying in, the inn. And we had like tied him up in a chair. And I was like, I'm a big tough dwarf, I'll intimidate him. And so I was like, I took a shoe. It was like, you're going to tell us. And I threw a shoe at the window or something. And then it's like, oh, that didn't work. And then we tried a few things to get intimidated. And my friend was like, all right, whatever. And then his thief DM player character intimidated him because we were not very good at it. I took his shoe off and I threw it out the window. Yeah, it was a good time. And then a few years ago, a different friend, he wanted to do a one shot. It was like a kind of a dark horror-y themed one or something. And I was like, okay, it's a one shot, so I'll just remake Tolfar. And from my experience playing Tolfar, I like to fight in unconventional means when I play D&D, because it's more exciting than just hitting him with your axe or your sword every turn. It's more exciting to like pick up a chair and throw it at him, right? It's more exciting to do that to me. Don't throw a chair at me, but you know what I mean. So, I think that little PvP imaginary fight of me jumping on top of our wizard, climbing a tree and jumping on top of him, was like the start of that, because it was fun to do that, and it's fun because my brother DMs for some friends, and sometimes I play with them, and my brother is very accommodating. But I'll be like, I want to do this, and then like this, like pick him up and throw him or something, right? So I remade Tolfar, and he was a Battlemaster Fighter. This is 5th edition, and I rolled all my stats. I rolled, like, seriously, I rolled all 10s and 2 11s. My stats sucked. So I remade Tolfar. I was really excited about it too. I could have just re-rolled, or like made it up, right? Because I made the character sheet, filled out the character sheet on my own. No one was there in the room with me. I could have just filled it in with whatever I wanted, but I rolled all 10s, which, if you know, 10 is a stat of 10 gives you no modifier, either negative or positive, and 11 gives you a +1 modifier for rolls related to that stat. So luckily I rolled 2 11s, And I increased the numbers a little higher with my racial bonuses, right? Um, and so wasn't told. I think my highest stat bonus, the highest modifier was like +2, and like strength, because I think it was like a 12 or 13, maybe. So, my rolls sucked. I don't think I did anything that whole one shot. That my friend, different friend, ran. Because he was a battle master. Because battle masters have all these special moves. They can do like all this stuff. They can expend charges or whatever to do. I don't remember. But like, oh, I can just flavor that as Tolfar fumbling around or like improvising. Because it was a boss fight in like a cemetery with all these monoliths, and I tried to climb a monolith for like 3 turns, and then by the time I got on top of the monolith, the enemy was too far away for me to jump on top of. So, yeah, it was fun though. It was fun. Yeah, D&D is fun. D&D is fun. It's a gross. You don't know how to react to this? React to what? It's a gross. 5-hour fight against 10 wolves. Oh, my first D&D was chasing a parse thief, and then we visited a elf temple, or an elven temple. It was like this big treehouse temple thing, and my character is a dwarf. His name is Tolfar. I was like, "Do you guys have any food? I'm hungry." And they're like, "You have some salad," because all the elves in this temple were vegan, vegetarian, and so they bring us out salads, and our friend was a wizard. He was like evil or something. And he snuck into this elf's room, and he was meditating in like a chair on his bed. He's like, "Hey, you want my salad? I don't want it." And the elf was like, "Oh no, I'm okay. You interrupted what I was meditating." And my friend's like, "No, take it. I insist." It's like, "No, I really don't want it." Like, it's, "Eat my salad!" And he throws the salad at him and then punches him in the face. He knocks the elf out cold, and then he comes out. We're all like sitting in the lobby or something. I was like, "Hey guys, we should probably leave." I'm like, "What did you do?" "What did you do?" "I punched an elf in the face and knocked him out. I just wanted. I offered him my salad. He wouldn't take it." But please go follow Sucrose. Please, please, please. Sucrose is awesome. A very cute, cozy streamer. Please, please, please. But yeah, combat can take a long time. Ooh, boy. Combat can take a while. You want a good girl? Okay, Ninetale. Okay. I can do that for you. But hi, Zucros. Hope you're doing right there. Good to see you. Good to see you. Of course, of course. I can't play one of your clips. But go follow Sucrose. If you're here, you're probably following Sucrose already. Sucrose is freaking awesome, dude. She's awesome. Okay, Nighttail, let me get. Don't lick me, Nighttail. I see you. Why do you have why do you have all these lick emotes? Yui's emotes they're super cute. Yui's new model is amazing. It's amazing. It's just been talking about D&D, Sucrose, because Age of Mythology's out now, the remaster, which I want to play at some point, but maybe when it's on sale, or maybe if the original goes on sale, the original like scaled up one. I remember Amakua was talking about D&D in the Bear Den. I was trying to learn. I'm sorry, Nighttail. I'll get after. You're a good girl. Don't lick me. Oh, don't. Okay, you can lick the twink. I'm not a Twinkie. You can lick the whatever. I don't know what I'm saying.
Hi, Nighttail. Hi, dear. Thank you for the name. Thank you. Nighttail. Nighttail, you're a very, very good girl. You're such a good girl, Nighttail. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. A very good girl. Such a good girl you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Very good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm very proud of you, Nighttail. I'm very proud of you, dear. You work very, very hard, and I'm very, very proud of you. And your art is amazing. All of it is so good. I say it every time, but I do like the one with you squishing that out. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Mwah. 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 You're a very good girl, Nighttail. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time with me in the streams. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. It's always good to see you. Mwah. 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 Mwah.
Okay, sorry about that. Good girl, Nighttail. Good girl. Yes, you are such a good girl. Mwah. Very good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Such a good girl. Yes, you are. Look at you being such a good girl. Mwah. Such a good girl. Mwah. 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 But thank you for stopping by, Sucrose. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Why do you have such cute emotes, Nighttail? Is wow. They're all so cute. They're all so cute. You're a good girl too, Sucrose. Okay. Okay. Is Gurumin on sale still? No. Okay. Okay. I might. I've had Gurumin Monstrous Adventure on my wish list for a while because I think Hazel on YouTube. Hazel, the YouTuber, made a Cozy Games video for like Christmas, like 2 years ago now. It's like 2 hours long. Hazel's videos are amazing. um, but that's how I found Guruman. It's been on my wish list for a while. I think it's a kind of creature collector. It goes on sale for like $3 on occasion, so I might pick it up next time. But she's also how I found Rainy Season. If you haven't played Rainy Season, it's like $3. Rainy Season is really good. It's like very cozy. Excuse me. Sorry. I last played it December 17th, 2022 for 76 minutes. So it's not a very long game. Excuse me, sorry. And it's very cozy. It's about the game creator reminiscing about a day they were supposed to go to the theme park, but it rained that day, so they were stuck inside all day. It's very cozy. It's very cozy. It's like $3, right? Oh, $3.99. Okay, that's right. That's right. It's very cozy. Very cozy. Anyway, here goes Sucrose. Sorry about the tangent. Would you like praise about anything in particular, Sucrose? Anything in particular? If not, that's okay. If not, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You know that relate. That's relate. Yes. Okay.
So gross. So gross. So gross. So gross. You're a very, very good girl, so gross. You're a very, very good girl. Such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. A very, very good girl. Mwah. 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 A very, very good girl. Mwah. 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 Yes, you are. Such a good girl. Mwah. Thank you for being here, so gross. Thank you. It's always good to see you. Always a treat when you stop by. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing what you do and being who you are. I think it makes the world a better place, in my humble opinion. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being a good friend, Sucrose. Thank you. And thank you for playing games with me and playing those security games. I appreciate it. Those were some good streams. I really like the clip with the backrooms game, the found footage with the monster's head like pops into the hallway for a second. And you lied to me. You lied to me. I really like that. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. Sorry, keep adjusting my headset. You're a very good girl, Lucas. You're a very good girl. And all your streams they're just super good. Every one of yours, like, you're great. You're awesome. You're awesome.
Actually, remember to put the bell on this time. I didn't last Wednesday. I forgot to. Good girl, sucrose. Good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Mwah. Mwah. Such a good girl you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Yes, you are. Look at you being such a good girl. Yes, you are. Mwah. 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 Such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are such a good girl. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, sorry if I bumped the microphone there. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I just blew my nose. Thank you for the redeem sucrose. Thank you, thank you. Hope that was okay for you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you, sucrose. Oh, Chris, you're welcome. Oh, did I pick the mic or something? Was that my headset? The battery died in my headset. Is that what happened? Or did the popping of the bottle... Does the audio sound okay? Did it change? Did it sound more muffled? Did it sound more muffled? Or was that my headset dying? I think that's the battery. Could be the battery in my headset. Could be. Or just timing, I guess, maybe. I don't have a froggy. I want a froggy. I have a purified water for your thirst. Recycle for the planet. From Sam's Club. It's a members mark thing. We do a lot of our shopping at Sam's Club these days. Because my grandpa had a members mark, or whatever it's called, membership. And it's closer than Costco. There's a Winco. I don't know if Winco is a local thing though. Winco might be a local thing. This is the closest I've got to a froggy. I don't know if this sounds good at all. My nails aren't particularly long right now. And also, this water bottle is very crinkled up. And I'm not a big fan of plastic sounds. But this thing is kind of the only way of doing water sounds. I want to get some ice globes someday. I want to get some ice globes because they make good sounds. Like they do the bloop, 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 and they're made of glass, so they're probably good for tap taps. Probably. There are some on my throne. I believe. Yes. There are. There's some on my throne. I might get some myself in a few weeks. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I kind of like the sound of the bubbles popping. I have to be careful not to punch the microphone with the bottle, though. My arm's getting tired. Is that a good sound? I don't know if that's a good... Is that the good tingly sound? It's probably... It's just imitation carbonation bubble sounds. I don't know. Yeah, apparently they're making another Transformers movie. Transformers 1. I haven't seen the trailer. I did like Bumblebee. Rise of the Beasts was kind of underwhelming to me. As a Beast Wars fan, it was kind of underwhelming because Rhinoc had... I don't think Rhinoc had any lines, and Cheetor had two lines in the whole film. And Rat Trap wasn't even in the movie. Dinobot makes sense because Dinobot, spoilers, dies. So Dinobot not being in the movie, I guess, makes sense. But it's Transformers 1 is kind of like it just like looking at these thumbnails, it looks like a mix between the newer movies and Transformers Prime. And I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like their faces. I don't know. Okay, let's see. There's the trailer. So, is it about the origin of Prime and Megatron, like before the war? That makes sense to me, I suppose. Because Optimus Prime and Megatron were like best friends, and then because they had similar. I think that's from what I recall, they had similar ideals, but Megatron kind of went in a direction Optimus wasn't a fan of. But yeah. So I don't think we've had their origin in a like animated film before. So it's kind of cool. And it's like all CGI. There's no people, so it has to be like uncanny, weird CGI with people on green screens, right? Okay, it's growing on me. It's growing on me. Excuse me, sorry. So is this... Sorry for the weird throat noise. So is this like before the war and it's just about their origin, or is it going to also get into the war? Cause that's... Okay, that was pretty cool. It looks cool. It like actually looks cool because there's no like live action bits, so it's... Is this a movie or a cartoon? It's a movie. It hits theaters on September 20th? That's like 2 weeks. Okay. Oh well. It's kind of, it grew on me. I suppose it did. The look of it did. It's not ugly. I don't think their lips just kind of in the screenshots in the thumbnails looked a little uncanny. I don't know. Okay. Interesting. It feels like Rise of the Beast just released, but that was months ago now. That was a few months ago now. Anyway. Sorry about that. Also, I watched the trailer for Amazon's next or secret level, and it actually looks pretty cool. It actually looks pretty cool. I don't know what's gonna happen with that Concord episode, but they open the trailer with Space Marines, so I think they know what they're doing. Anyway, it looks cool. It looks neat. That's not out till December though, so Concord would have been dead 3 months by then. So, curious to see what happens. Maybe they'll try relaunching the game for free when the episode airs. That makes sense to me, but also I don't know what they're gonna do with it. I don't know what I'd do with it. Also, a few days ago, the past few days, I was watching this guy. His channel's called Sagan Hawks. He did a video about a lost media creepy dinosaur game. That video was super good. That video's amazing. I recommend if you please watch it blind, please. Just go watch it. Because I want to talk about it. It's really good. It's like 30 minutes. It's worth your time. It's worth your time for sure. Just search Sagan Hawks or no one can find this creepy dinosaur game. Because spoilers. If you want, please go watch the video. It's really good. Plug your ears. I'm going to talk about it for probably the next 10 minutes. Maybe not 10 minutes. I don't know. But it's really good. I didn't, because I think I've seen some of Sagan Hawk's videos before. I think he felt familiar. Like, oh, I've probably seen this guy before. Maybe. I think he did I imagine he might have done videos on like liminal horror in like 2020 or whenever that was big. Maybe? I don't know. He seems familiar. Oh yeah, he did a video about the first 100 levels of the backers. Okay, maybe that's why. But no one can find this creepy dinosaur game is I'm going to spoil it. Plug your ears. Mute the tab. Go watch it. Go watch it. But the video is really good. It's about Sagan finding a Reddit post on r/lost media or something about a person asking if anyone else remembered a creepy dinosaur game, point and clicker escape game from like 1997 or something like that, 1992, early 90s, where you're trying to escape a museum at night and all the dinosaurs come to life like night at the museum, and they'll try and get you, and you have to escape the museum. And it's like, oh, I played that game, and I was listening to the video. I was brushing my teeth. I was like, oh yeah, that's the DK game, the Eyewitness game, that I'm a real human made a video on. That so it was like, oh, it's that game. I know what he's talking about. Yeah, it's just that sounds like that game, because that game has very creepy atmosphere, and the first thing you see is a dinosaur walking through a doorway. It doesn't never shows up again, but it's like, oh, there's a dinosaur in here and it's gonna get me. But yeah, it's a DK video game. It's like, oh, it's that video game, and I rinsed my mouth. I spit in the sink, and it's like, oh, yeah. I also had to get through some false positives here because was just blind searching terms, and that game popped up in 3D Dinosaur Adventure did too. I was like, oh, it's not the DK game. It's not the Eyewitness game. Okay, then I have no idea what he's talking about. Okay, and he goes through this whole search, and he's like, yeah, the game was driving me crazy. I had I had plans to book a trip, and I was worried I wouldn't find this game. This video was driving me crazy, and then he cuts to this video he recorded on his phone. He like just woke up and was like, oh, I had this weird dream. It was probably because of the game. I had this dream. I was in a jungle, and a dinosaur was chasing me. I couldn't see the dinosaur, but I knew it was there, and it was just running. And then there's how a light in the sky. It was like the light at the end of the tunnel. It was like, oh, that is death. That's my death. And then he woke up, and it's like, oh, okay. And the video, it's like the way he lays it out. It's so good. Like, it had me fooled completely. But I guess I'm probably just very gullible. I'm probably just very gullible. Probably. But the OP of the Reddit post also said that he had this weird. The game was very buggy, and he had this glitch where there was a death screen, but it wasn't nice. There was this weird furry monster with horns, and he drew a picture of it. And then Sagan shows us the picture that OP drew, so the rest of the video, you're like, where is this furry monster with horns? It's just dinosaurs in the museum. This furry monster is not in the museum. It's so good. Oh my goodness. It's so good. Anyway, he finds the game because he's looking for a copy. He finds the name of the dev studio that shut down, and he finds some emails and emails the devs, and they're like, yeah, I don't have a copy anymore, but you should email this person. They were the creative director, and they might have a copy. And so he's stressed about finding a copy. Then he realizes he booked a trip to his hometown, and he'll be staying at his parents' house. So then he can look for the CD case with the game, and he finds the game, and it's just so good. It's really good. In the end credits, he's like, "Oh, this is an unfiction project," and even then, I was like, "Oh, like the ending that he added on," because he was like, "Oh, I was supposed to end this video here," and then the creative director emailed me, tell me about the secret you can find in the game, and then I was like, "Oh, so the secret was the unfiction part," and then I read the comments, and the whole thing was, I was like, "What?" He had me fooled. And like, there's that short film, where it's like astronauts on like the moon, and they're drilling like core samples or whatever, and then you're like, oh, okay, there's some astronauts, and then one of them falls into a cave and investigates, and then he's like looking around, and the entrance to this cave has like rebar sticking out of concrete, and you're like, what? And then he walks through the cave entrance, and he shines his light around, and there's like cubicles, like dusty, like dilapidated office building stuff, and then he finds a human skull, and you're like, what the heck's going on here? And then it turns out they're aliens. That had me fooled 100%. And then other people were like, yeah, I figured it out from the start. I knew. Um, but yeah, yeah. Okay, and Tato, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening to me ramble about nothing. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for a chat. Thank you for lurking. Thank you, dear. Oh. Oops, sorry. Stop touching the frickin' water bottle. But yes, please get some good sleep, and Tato, don't forget to brush your teeth. If it's 5 a.m., please go get some sleep. If it's 5 a.m. And also the past few days, so in Japan, when they released the Overlord Blu-ray set for like the first season or whatever, if you pre-ordered, it came with a bonus volume, and the volume, a bonus Overlord volume, with the Blu-ray, and is an alternate timeline where the main character, because Momonga gets transported to the New Fantasy Land, with the Great Tomb of Nazarick and everything in it, right? So the bonus volume is, what if he was outside when the game shut down? Because the premise is he bought all these fireworks that he was gonna light off, and when all of his friends come in, they were gonna watch the fireworks as the last like hurrah for Idrisil. And so he leaves the tomb, goes outside to the swamp, and he sets up all these fireworks, and he lights them off, and then the game shuts down, and then he wakes up in the air above a castle, or above a town, and so it's very cool. It hasn't been translated to English. I don't know if it ever will. Maybe one day. But so I watched. There's a YouTube channel that translated or found a translation and had an AI read it, or used a text to speech program, which I don't mind too much. And split the volume into like 40 10-ish minutes long segments, and it's very cool. It's pretty cool because with Mamanga, or Suzuki Satoru, the human, right, that plays Mamanga in the game, he doesn't have all this pressure to be this big mastermind, because he doesn't have the innocence of Nazariken putting all these expectations on him, because he's supposed to be like this great all-knowing being, a god basically. So he can just explore the world, do whatever he wants, because he's immortal, because he's undead. And it's very good. It's very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, I don't know if you're still here, Stuckers, but the game Barry likes, Love and Deep Space, I kept thinking it's Lovers in Deep Space, which is a completely different thing. It's a couch co-op shoot 'em up. Oh, right, Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. I thought that's the game she's talking about, because I've played that game before with some friends when I was in high school still, because I think it was Games with Gold game or something. It's fun. It's very fun, because the ship is this circle, this orb, near you see a cross section of it, and it is 4 players. And in the middle is the steering wheel, and then in each quadrant, north, south, east, and west, is another console that operates like a turret or a shield. Excuse me, that kind of thing. And so, one person drives, and the three other players shoot or operate the shield to reflect bullets. It's very fun, and I thought that's the game Barry was talking about. And I joined Barry's stream, and it's definitely not Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. Definitely not. It's like, oh, this is completely different. This isn't the game at all. It's like dudes with no shirts on, and you're like choking them or something. I don't know. No judgment. No judgment here. No judgment here. I'd rather be the one to be choked. I can just shut up. I'm gonna shut up. But yeah. So it's like, oh my goodness, this is not Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. It is not. It is not. It is completely different. So if you hear my brother yelling. Alrighty, we'll probably call it a night here in like 15-20 minutes. So if there's any redeems that you haven't redeemed yet and you would like to redeem, please do so soon. Is Guilty still alive? Nope. Alright, we'll probably read Yui tonight, probably. Sorry, I feel like I just rambled today. I didn't do too many ASMR things. And I feel bad when I do that. Why is Jumanji trending? On why? Oh, is it because of the Minecraft movie? Oh my goodness, I haven't seen a Minecraft trailer, but it reminds me of that, the like competitor block system, brick system, to Lego, but they're like taller dudes and I can't remember what they're called, but it kind of reminds me of that movie for some reason, and I don't think that's a good thing. I haven't seen that movie, but yeah. Hi, Chang. Thank you for the stretch treat. Okay. I still have sunflower seeds. Still have sunflower seeds. Oh, I should have asked Sucrose earlier, but I don't have Zenless 70, but the new character. She's pretty. She's pretty. I don't have anything spicy on me right now, Cheng. I don't. Just some maybe stale sunflower seeds. How are you, Cheng? You doing all right? I don't know. Maybe they're stale. Oh, she's a mouse anime girl. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Some really cool things came in today. Nice. Sorry about that. What came today, Cheng? New collab controller and figure for our game. Nice. A figure for our game, so like a Skylander. You guys a Skylander? Collab controllers are like, that's a brand, right? That's not like a controller for collaborating with people, right? Character on your Discord? Yes. Ah. What's the character from? The controller in the game has a special controller for it. Oh. So the oh, honk. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. The only universe game I've played is Genshin, and I haven't played Genshin since 2020. Last time I played the newest character was Hu Tao. No, it's okay, Ching. It's okay. I don't remember what the last character was, but yeah, the last one I really pulled for that I wanted was Ganyu. I wanted the goat lady. I wanted mommy goat, the goat mommy. And Ganyu is still very pretty. I really like Ganyu. She's pretty. But I think I got a few 5 stars. I got like Diluc and the zombie girl, and I think I got Klee. I think I probably got Pity, and then I got Ganyu. That was my pattern. It seemed I would get to pity, at the rate that I was playing, I'd get to pity at every other character. So it just happened to work out that I had Klee, and then the two characters from Klee was Ganyu. I think that's how it worked. Excuse me, sorry. But the game got really hard. After I beat the dragon boss, and I got to the next area, the game got really hard. And pretty sure it's because you're supposed to like grind for all these artifacts and things in like a dungeon and do boss fights. But I didn't wanna. So I just put the game down because the game was too hard. Like it took me like 5 minutes to kill like the fancy guys with like the guns in the cold place, the snowy place, whatever it's called. I don't know. Oh, I thought that the Warhammer game, the new Warhammer game, was out already. But it's out on the 9th. Okay. Yeah, I stopped playing. It felt like I was doing chores, and I was, because I'd just get on, do my dailies for my 5 Primo Gems, and then log off, because especially the daily where you have to like escort this floating thing down like a river or whatever, and there's all these enemies trying to destroy it. I hated that. Yeah, that's primarily why I stopped. Because I did not enjoy it at all. And I don't have the energy to play Star Rail and now Zenless Zone Zero. Like, is Genshin still getting support? Because like I watched like a bit of I don't know, with the Game Fest, Gamescom, whatever it's called, last week or whatever it was. And there was like a new character announced for ZZZ and Star Rail. It's like, what? No Genshin? No, nothing for Genshin. But I don't know. 4 games? Oh, because the third, I figured that was the third one. I figured, I don't know. I know nothing. I just know Honkai makes some pretty characters. So, uh, that's all I know. And there's some pretty good art of them out there on the internet. Okay, so if anyone doesn't have any redeems in like the next 2 minutes, we'll probably call it a night in like the next 2 minutes. We'll go say hi to Yui. She's pushing for a partner, and she got a new model, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Aura. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to mute the mic. Thank you. Team Jake, thank you. Genshin 2, Star Rail 3, ZZZ4. Also, it's September. September. So subs are 25% off. And if you do subscribe, please do so on desktop. Because on mobile it's like $8, which is ridiculous. That is way too much, but yeah. Anyway. Sorry if you can hear my brother cackling. Sorry about that. Mwah. 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 Alright, let me swap my headphones and we'll get the raid started here. Oh, yeah, that doesn't. The $8 price doesn't roll out till October 1st. Yeah, I think it goes into effect on the 1st of October. I think, because I think there's a law that they have to give a notice for a certain amount of time before it goes down. Nova's cursed for sure. Yeah, they need to fix the frickin' amp, dude. It is broken. It is. I only use it for chat for the stream manager. Otherwise, I do not watch Twitch on my phone unless I'm out of the house. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you all for lurking. Thank you for the redeems. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for listening to me ramble about nothing at all. No. Please do not be weird in her chat. Please don't. Please don't. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Katamari. We love Katamari plus Royal Referee. We love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie. I don't know how close we are to finish the game. There's lots of different levels. Like, it's so fun. I freaking love. We love Katamari. It's so good. It's so good. I think we're done with the Royal Reverie levels. So, I'm not sure. But good night, guys. Be nice to Yui. Brush your teeth. Bye bye. Good night. Love you guys. Bye bye.